You're watching NBC 7, first for the Emerald Coast. And this is News Channel 7 at 10.
You can ask why and, you know, we'll never ever be able to figure out why. It's just that nothing in life is certain.
Survivors of this week's tornadoes in Central Florida are putting their dead to rest.
Meanwhile, there's reports of another tornado that touched down in Florida today. Hello, everyone. I'm Jennifer Ridge.
And I'm Doug Shoup. Thanks for joining us tonight. State officials have increased the death toll. They now say 40 people were killed by the twisters that swept through late Sunday and early Monday. The sad strains of favorite songs and the overflowing tears of friends and relatives filled Central Florida churches today. All across the middle part of the state, people were saying goodbye to victims of Monday's tornadoes. Ed and Deborah Hall and their 21-year-old daughter Penny were remembered. The Halls were killed when a tornado destroyed their mobile home. Penny Hall's 5-year-old daughter Ashley was also in the trailer. She was picked up by the tornado and hurled into the nearby woods. However, she survived.
She's handling what happened to her mom and dad real well, and her grandparents. That's good, you know.
Cleanup continues in more than a dozen counties. The insured losses caused by last Monday's tornadoes are expected to be about $100 million. That's according to Property Claims Services, which estimates losses for insurance companies. Meanwhile, more heavy weather moved into Florida today. Deerfield Beach, Florida was hit by strong winds late this afternoon. Several trees were knocked down and some buildings were damaged. Authorities confirmed there were injuries, but at this time no deaths are reported. There are reports of a tornado touched down, but that has not been confirmed by the Weather Service.
Forecasters say the rash of tornadoes this past week is the worst in Florida history. El Nino is being blamed for the destruction. So will we see more damage in the future? News Channel 7's Storm Team consultant David Miller looks at the issue in this week's forecast for the future.
Some of the most incredible damage into an RV park. The tornado sliced right through it.
The tornadoes that struck Central Florida Sunday caused the largest number of deaths from a natural disaster to occur in Florida since Hurricane Donna in 1960. 39 persons lost their lives, and damage will run into the millions before the final count is over. Why are these storms so strong this year? The answer to that is El Nino. El Nino forces the southern jet stream, which is normally located over the southeastern United States, into the Gulf of Mexico. This causes warm, moist air to combine with the cold air behind the jet stream, creating the violent storms. One of the major problems we have in Florida is that tornadoes form very quickly and are very short in duration. Therefore, the warning time is severely limited. All the experts agree that the storm pattern will remain in effect for at least the next 2 months. So the odds of another outbreak of severe storms are extremely high. And it won't hurt to remember March and April are typically the worst times for storms in our area. In Bay County, David Miller, News Channel 7.
Please remember to stay tuned to the media. When severe weather threatens, we have access to all the latest information that in an emergency can help save your life. Tourist Development Council members are trying to get more information out to beachfront property owners about the beach renourishment project. Today they met with some concerned residents to answer their questions about the project. The TDC is still in the process of getting easements signed by coastal residents. The easements would allow the TDC to put sand behind their property. About 87% of the easements are already signed. The problem is those who have not signed. Engineers say they can't begin on the project until more residents have signed on. But if the project does not begin by the end of September, the TDC will lose $5 million federal dollars earmarked for beach renourishment.
A Bay County woman killed by an alleged drunk driver is being remembered today. Susan LeMasters died last month and left behind 3 young kids. Now, as News Channel 7's Daryl Nail reports, friends and family are trying to raise money for the kids while educating the public at the same time.
These young kids are learning about the dangers of drinking and driving.
These young people are at a point in their life that's very impressionable, and if you can teach them now, later on down the line, they might be curbed to make better decisions.
The Sheriff's Department is just one of the many organizations to attend a benefit today for Susan LeMaster, another unnecessary casualty of drunken driving.
This benefit is not only for the sister that we've lost, but it's for every mother or father or brother or sister that has lost a loved one due to DUI, drinking and driving.
Come on, now if you catch it, you get a small prize.
The mood of today's benefit for LeMaster's children was upbeat, but organizers focused on food and fun as a way to send a more serious message.
We can't bring my sister back, but we hope by this loss that it will make people aware.
There has always been a plethora of information concerning support services for families who have endured a loss due to drunk driving, but sometimes it takes a tragic incident to bring more awareness to these services.
We work with the victims through after the tragedy of the crash. We are there to give emotional counseling, provide referrals, give them grief and bereavement. As I think having Matt here and being involved is going to let people know about the severity and the seriousness of DUI crimes.
Daryl Nail, NBC7.
If you would like to donate money to LeMaster's children, a trust fund has been set up at the NCSE Credit Union.
On a brighter note, Gulf Coast Community College is celebrating its 40th birthday today. The celebration included an open house, an antique car display, and a reunion for GCC alumni. The Gulf Coast Foundation kicked off the day's festivities with a dedication ceremony for a new military memorial. The college got a birthday present of sorts, a 20 by 38-foot American flag presented by local businessman William Kramer Jr. Kramer hopes the flag and 100-foot flagpole will serve to honor all members of our armed services.
I just hope that everyone that passes by the college or comes to school or to work here, that every time they see the flag, that they get that feeling of pride and that lump in their throat. And that to me would be the greatest accomplishment.
Gulf Coast enrollment has grown from about 200 students in 1958 to 8,000 students today, and I am a proud alumni of GCC.
And that sure is a big flagpole out there now.
Yeah, it is.
Well, U.S. Congressman Alan Boyd is heading for Bosnia. We'll tell you about his trip when we return.
Plus, a horrible fall where a Mississippi man sends him more than 100 feet to his death. Find out how it happened after this.
Well, unlike Central and Southern Florida, we enjoyed a very nice day. Let's take a look at the first cast. And tomorrow morning, some clouds will be lingering around. 1 p.m., those clouds will begin to dissipate. And a little cooler temperatures. It looks like that cooler trend will continue throughout the rest of the week. We'll tell you all about it when News Channel 7 at 10 comes back.
First for the Emerald Coast, this is News Channel 7 Weekend Report with Doug Shoup and Jennifer Ridge.
Here they come thundering down your way. It's Greyhound racing, catch the action today.
It's Shuffle's Card Room. Play poker now in our state-of-the-art card room. Try your hand at 7-card stud, Texas Hold'em, and Omaha High Low.
It's more than the Greyhound, more than the race. It's fun and it's action, it's a happening place. You bet you win at Eagle Greyhound Park.
Anger and alcohol are a deadly combination on the next Real TV. A Japanese hostage drama unfolds right before your eyes. This man has injured his estranged wife while kidnapping his 2 children, and now he'll do anything not to give up. And here's one you didn't see at the Olympics, the agony of defeat when the skier goes through the gate the wrong way. Plus great animal bloopers. Put them in front of a camera and watch them go on Real TV.
Monday at 4 on NBC 7. First for the Emerald Coast.
The time is now. The place is Ray Hall Chevrolet Buick Nissan in Marietta for 0 down on any new or used vehicle. Plus, get interest rates as low as 1.9% and rebates as high as $2,000.
Plus, you can save over $5,000 on our great selection of program cars and still pay 0 down.
So for 0 down, high discounts, and low interest, the place is Ray Hall Chevrolet Buick Nissan in Marietta, Florida.
Serving Port St. Joe, Apalachicola, Panama City, and the entire Emerald Coast. News Channel 7 continues now.
Welcome back, everyone. Some 8,000 U.S. troops are still in Bosnia helping with peacekeeping efforts.
The president has said the men and women are there for an indefinite period, but now it appears as though members of Congress and President Clinton will soon be making a decision on when the troops will be allowed to return home to their loved ones. Several members of Congress and Pentagon officials are traveling to Bosnia this week to find out how the troops are doing and what they might need. U.S. Congressman Alan Boyd is one of those traveling to the country. He says the purpose of the visit is to get Congress up to speed on what's going on over there so members can then help the president make a decision on when to bring troops home.
No, that I will learn going over there is exactly what we're doing, what's the lay of the land, what all the politics are over there, that why we need to commit our troops to that part of Europe.
Boyd and the other Congress members leave Thursday and will come back the following Monday.
Hundreds of people hit the streets of San Francisco today to protest any potential action against Iraq. That story tops our World in Brief. An estimated 1,000 marchers hit the streets en route to San Francisco's UN Plaza. Their message, don't bomb Iraq. The rally was sponsored by a group called the National Coalition to Stop the War Against Iraq. The march was peaceful.
An outbreak of strep has now reached noticeable and alarming proportions in Texas. Today, friends, family, classmates, and teachers said goodbye to 9-year-old Michelle Solis. The fourth grader died this week, a victim of the strep A bacteria. Nurses and other health department officials have set up a statewide hotline to answer questions about strep. Most calls so far are from the Houston area, which has had many of the state's 73 documented cases so far.
In Jackson, Mississippi, a 38-year-old television tower worker fell to his death this morning. Samuel Hallman was working with an Alabama crew to erect a 700-foot tower when he fell 110 feet. Workers tell investigators they heard something snap just before Hallman fell. The 700-foot tower is a temporary replacement for WLBT's 2,000-foot tower. 3 workers from a Canadian crew were killed when that tower collapsed last October. Investigators say there is still much to be learned about today's accident. WLBT is the NBC affiliate in Jackson, Mississippi. I'm sure it's a sad story.
Sure.
Hate to do this, but switching gears now to weather. It was a beautiful day today, and Chris will have the details for tomorrow's weather when we come back.
Stay with us.
If you see a possible news story, dial star 7 on your 360 communications cellular phone to reach the News Channel 7 newsroom.
So, what's under the hood, Speedy? You know Ford Taurus has a Duratec V6.
700 horsepower.
Yeah. Taurus has safety cell construction.
Still okay.
Anti-lock brakes.
Ventilated discs.
Fantastic deal. Yeah, think about that for a while.
Hurry in now for 0.9 financing on a 98 Taurus SE and get a sport package at no extra charge.
So, Dale, you got any cup holders in here?
Cup holders.
Vanity mirror? Hey, CD player. Where's the other seat?
See your local Southern Ford dealer for 0.9 APR on Taurus today.
Calhoun Carpet has come from Georgia to bring mill-direct pricing to Panama City. Here at the outlet, you can browse through the hundreds of thousands of square foot of floor covering in stock, to the huge selection of samples in our showroom, or bring in any sample you have and always get outlet pricing. We feature Mohawk carpets made from wear-dated nylon. Wear-dated nylon is certified and warranted by Solution. Don't pay retail. Come to the outlet. Calhoun Carpet Outlet on 15th and the West Shopping Center.
A new game has rolled into town. Introducing Mega Money from the Florida Lottery. It's a whole new way to win an estimated $200,000. It's a whole new way to play as well. Pick 4 numbers from the upper play area, then choose the Mega Ball from the lower play area. Match all 5, and you could win an estimated $200,000. The Mega Money game from the Florida Lottery.
The Quilted Northern Quilters.
First day? Yes, I'm really nervous.
Don't worry, doll. Just keep quilting.
Because that's what makes Quilted Northern so absorbent. Absorbent? I thought it was quilted to be pretty. It's quilted to create thousands of quilted places for moisture to go.
Not like those flat as a pancake sheets made down the street. All that absorbency leaves you feeling clean.
Nice job, dear. Thanks.
Quilted Northern. Quilted to absorb.
Weather is brought to you in part by Movie Gallery, where the biggest hits are here now, guaranteed.
First for the Emerald Coast, this is Storm Track 7 weather with Chris Zellman.
Well, Chris, today was another beautiful day, and I'm not complaining, but I'm looking forward to getting a little bit warmer to hit the water.
Actually, it was pretty warm. We got up to 75 today. It's a couple degrees above normal, but it's actually going to get cooler, so you guys are going to have to wait to hit the water.
Wait a while on that.
Sorry about that. Let's take a look at Baywatch, and we're looking at the Edgewater condos out there. Pretty nice night. Temperatures rather mild. It's about 62 right now, and there are some few clouds out there also. Our dew point 55. Winds are northwest at 4 miles an hour, but we have had some gusts to about 10-12 miles per hour in the last 5 minutes. Humidity at 76%, and our pressure 29.83 inches and steady has been rising most of the afternoon. High 75.